So hi guys, let's start our analysis now. It's January 12, 2021. So anyway, let me all before I start, let me also I entered long at this level, this dotted line here, around this 34,995. My target would be that and stop loss at this area, around that. More or less my alarm at 32,818. Oh, I forgot to adjust my stop loss. Anyway, of course, normally when I trade, I adjust the stop loss to higher than my entry price. And then for Ethereum, also the same. It's I also have a long position which I bought at around $1,070, and then my three more or less, and my stop loss around $1,000, not 995, but one. So now let's begin. Um, my long-term view is still the same. I think someone asked last time if the 34% downside that we are looking at will materialize. Wait, let me just go to the daily. I forgot his username, but someone asked that last. I think my last stream was Saturday, and anyway, logarithmic chart. I searched a bit about how logarithms work. But I think the bottom line there is the magnitude of the previous cycle, or that's because logarithm is inverse exponentials. So the magnitude of this one, or long-term target, I mean for this year, is still the same at more or less the 290,000, which you can see in my dotted line upstairs here. That could possibly be hit around January. So this one, and I'm expecting a potential dump, which is around more or less 34%. But I'm expecting that to happen January 21, because that is a 1 week time frame. This one. However, I did not expect that is sooner, because yeah, yesterday is just 1 day big dump. So hopefully you're not one of the traders that got liquidated. I think more than 2.7 billion dollars got liquidated yesterday. So this is the one that we are looking at last time. This is the daily, and that's a possible 34% downside. So if we already have peak, and yesterday is more or less just 1 day, in just 1 day, so you can see that I don't know if this is already the 7 days, possible 7 days continuous dump, or the 34% that is within this area, 34.09, or let's just use 34% from its peak. So if the 42,000 is already the high, I'm expecting a low to as low as possibly 27,600 area. So if ever it will repeat that kind of one, or let's me just 27. Oh, it's 27,600.48. So 27,600.48. Yeah. So that's it. So that's the possible downside that I'm looking at if that if this week is already that 1 week possible dump. However, on the positive note, let's go back again in the previous cycle. That's actually the second cycle. There's still a possible upside here of around 32%, if ever. 42,000 we're looking at is still not yet the top before that uh, 1 week dump. So possible that I'm looking at is at least this area. From the still a possible yeah, we're just using the same chart that I've used last Saturday. I think last Saturday is my last stream. So this is more or less, I'll just look at the coordinates, 53,141.86. So 53,141.86. Oh, is that the, wait, let me just double check. Oh, 54,890.86. 54,890.46. So 54, so let's just paste that. So this is still the possible upside that I'm looking at before that 34% downside. Because I'm really looking for this 21 to, I mean January 21 to 28 as possible. So anyway, yesterday was really a big dump. So it's always possible. It's just one day it can go as low as 21%. So it's always possible for that possible 34% downside. But currently, right now, since so that uh, the cycle itself, because if I use the 3 hours, might not fit. However, today I know I have a long position. However, I will normally I use market stop because you know how volatile the cryptocurrency is. So if this continues, possibly we could still see 190. So I think that's it for now. Anyway, I would like to explain the what's this? I'm not a because logarithm is not my forte, but I just read how to compute it. So it's just a reverse exponentials, and yeah, we are approaching the possible third base. So anyway, let me just show you how I compute that dotted line there. Yeah, I just third cycle 290. I'll just use the 290 on conservative note, but I'm expecting 292 to more than 300. Wait to load it. So the base, I don't know what's the base is, but I'll be using the 290,000, 1, 2, 3, and then the possible exponents, which is 3. So the possible base, or this is the foundation, is 66.19. So 66.19. So I will use, the other one first. This is the second, 3, 2, and yeah, I forgot the other one. So the other one should start at, it's not. So maybe let's just try to use it here. Oh, what happened? So I'll start off with 1. So that's 1 to 66.19. 66.19. So more or less, you can see the percentages, which is more or less equal. There are just a few points there because this is 6519.00, this is 6519.20 percent, and then 6519, more or less 6519. Let's just drop the other points there in the percentages. This is the first cycle. The first base is 66.19, and if you multiply that by 66.19, you will get so I'll just use, or I did not choose all these numbers, I'll just use 2 there, 66.19. Oh, sorry. No. So let me just use 66.19. Of course, 66.19 raised to 1 is equal to 66. Or times 66.19, that will be the second base, which is the 4,381.25, and multiply that again by 66.19, and that would be more or less the 290. They're just a few, not actually exact, but more or less on that area. So that's how the logarithm works. But anyway, maybe beyond how it works, then feel free to ask. Actually, it's my first time to use it because in my previous stream in 2020, I used Renko chart. But now I'll try to use this one for 2021. So that I'm always try to explore something. So let's see now. After that long-term view, let's move on to, actually it's a combination of long-term and a few short-term trades. But if you are scalping or or swing trades, I think more or less you already have your own strategy on how to make profits. As much as possible, protect your capital, and of course have consistent profit. Consistent profit for me is your total realized gains is higher than your total realized loss, because every trader, normally, of course, have their own, of course, have losses also. So it's more on risk management, controlling your emotions, and of course your greediness. So anyway, I think I already shared at the beginning of the video my personal trade, just BTC and Ethereum today. So I think I share one. So I normally use 3 hours in my swing trades, and then if I no. So I don't know if you heard what I told about a while ago, because we're getting disconnected. So we are already done with the long term and some short term view on BTC, and now let's just move on to just I think just more on swing trades here, because normally I use the 3 hours. But at the beginning of the video, I already shared my own personal position. Today I just opened early today, because normally I sleep 10 p.m. and then after that, early in the morning, I look at the chart and then trade if there is a possible good trade. 3 hour, I remember this one, because last time before the dump, I was looking at this. I think I used the 3 hours. Yeah, I was looking at this um, during the previous days. I entered at this one, this candle, because I think it will try to retest this one. However, it continues to, I got stop out and it continues to continues the dump. So I got stop out there, and then yeah, just early today is January 12th, entered at the this candle. So before that candle ends actually. So I already entered that, and yeah, I think I already showed that uh, before the beginning of the video, my own chart. And I'm expecting it to retest this one. But possibly, yeah, of course, this is a very strong, yeah, this is a possible resistance there before my TP area. Because normally when I trade, I trail my stop loss, or yeah, sometimes I also use the trail stop, but most of the time I just adjust the market stop. I don't choose limit stop on limit stop, because limit stop, there's still a possibility that you will not be filled, and normally it's very volatile. So so these are the ones that I'm currently looking at. So let's see how this goes. And my alarm here at 32,800 and this area. So that is my alarm. This dotted lines here, the lower bound and the upper bound. Anyway, let me just, oh, it's okay to not to off it, because it's still at the middle. So normally I just trade on the price. So I seldom use indicators. But if ever I use the divergence indicator. So anyway, let's try to look at that. Oh, oh, I actually I even, oh, I missed this. Um, oh, I missed this one. I I missed this one. Cause I really long at this candle. Anyway, let's just try to back. There's actually uh, a bearish divergence there. But even that, yeah, I also failed to, yeah, take note or saw it. Because normally I just use the candles. But anyway, I think that's it. And well, hopefully we're still online. We're still online, yeah. And then, oh, let me just go back. I think flag formation is complete and crush is coming, baby. One of our viewers said that. And then what else? Oh, already done checking a BTC. Because normally I just look at the BTC and the rest will just follow. Because I have the same. If I long to BTC, I will also long on Ethereum. Normally that's just how I trade, and Litecoin. But today I did not relong Litecoin. I think red candle. I think next candle will be red. Will be red. So he said next candle will be red. Yeah. Look at the daily. If you look at the daily, yeah, it still depends. Yeah, because normally I use this one as, on a daily time frame, I normally use the body. So as long as it holds at this the body or the same body of these two candles, possibly it will try to retest the next resistance area, which is around that 38,800. However, if it breaks down this line or the 35,304 or 300, possibly again uh, another dump. Oh, why I what's that? Oh, that's my alarm anyway. But that will not be on a daily time frame, possibly. Oh, possibly the 34,000. I mean the 34%, which is what we are looking at in the logarithmic chart, which is more or less the 34% is the 27 something a while ago. So more or less, we'll just use that. So more or less at that, if ever it continues to drop. Manage possible. I don't know what you use as a stop loss and how you manage your own risk. So anyway, so that's it on because the other our one of our viewers is expecting still a red candle. So anyway, you can also put the alarm there so that it will alarm if exit this channel. So anyway, I'll just use the daily because that is what I use there is the 3 hours time frame. So what else? So let's just reply here. Hi. Oh, what else? So can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Because I got disconnected a while ago. I don't know if you hear all what I'm saying a while ago, or if it's complete. So when you're ready to head down and past few days. Yes, volume is low. Wait. Volume is low. I don't know how to adjust it. How to adjust the volume. Maybe I'll next time I'll use the what's this? I'll use a mic. Yeah, actually I already have bought a mic. However, there's some I think something. Yeah, I just bought a mic. And there's some other else that I need to buy before I can connect that. And clearly you can see one hour flag is complete. Oh, someone said here is waiting to go down and get more. Yeah, even me, I'm settling in USD because if there's a buy at a lower price, I will buy, but not possibly not Bitcoin. I'm actually accumulating altcoins. Someone said here, can you give me some Bitcoin? Yeah, actually, when I was starting, way back October 14, 2016, I'm cashing in 20 pesos, or that's more or less 20 pesos divided by 50, or I think that's 60 cents. Oh, we'll just use the calculator. Is Bitcoin going down from here? Well, actually, I have two views. If this uptrend continues, possibly it will create a new all-time high around 50. What's that? What make chart? Because when you're making your analysis, yeah, normally two sides. So if this uptrend continues, I'm expecting a possible new all-time high around 54,890. However, if this will close lower, possibly retest 27.4% from the peak, more or less. Based on the previous, that's also based on the previous cycle. So I want to become consistent when it comes to analysis. So for this year, I'll be using this logarithmic chart. Of course, on lower time frames, I can use the candlestick or the Renko chart. There. And what else does she said? Yeah, I do have a Telegram group. Why don't you short? Yeah, why I don't short? Casually, long term. I'm more on a long term. I'm looking at the long term view of the Bitcoin, and during that time, it's already. I think that's already nighttime here. So that's 20:00 or yeah 8 p.m. Philippine time. Normally, I trade during the day, and then nighttime. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching teleseries. So and yeah, it's just got from there, and then anyway, let's also try to discuss. Oh, it's already going down, and let's try also to discuss the CMC gap, because the lowest gap that I'm looking at for CMC gap is the $9,600. OMG, it's going down. So that I'm looking at. So the white one has already been filled. I think I used the 3 hours here. These yellow lines here are not yet filled, and the lowest is at least more or less around the 9,600 area. So if the downtrend continues, possibly will the 27,000 we are looking at, or the 34% downside from the top, and possibly will fill this. If that continues, fill the next gap, which is 23,700 area. And then, so well done, I did short too. Anyway, congratulations to those who have short position. They're actually, the good thing is my liquidation is 0. So yeah, I don't need to worry about liquidations. That's why risk. There's always risk in trading. Did you set stop loss? Always. Yeah, we should always put stop loss. So where did you? Okay. Oh, what altcoins are you accumulating top 10? Actually, this is I'm accumulating yeah, actually even XRP. I'm add Stellar, NEM, and DOT, and yeah, of course, Ethereum, LTC, and oh, XMR. Yeah, because before the dump, yeah, let me just, yeah, before the dump, it went as high as 190 there. So actually, my TP area is 175, which is got hit. So that was, I think, yeah, I think so there. And yeah, so if you have other questions, then feel free to ask, else I will end this stream. So only Bitcoin for now. And if you have other chart requests, because because I'm actually also trading. I think most of us are trading. To adjust my stop loss area because I'm seeing a possible dump coming here there at 3 hours time frame, and I don't like the candlestick formation of it. Oh, it's not that. I don't like the candle, how this candle forms. How to get Bitcoin? Yeah, you can buy. There are a lot of exchanges offering to buy a Bitcoin. So you can just check CoinMarketCap and go to exchanges there. And it also depends on countries. Yeah, for the Philippines, there's a lot of ways to how to get a Bitcoin. So yeah, go exchanges and yeah, look at the spot one, because they are also offering, or you could also buy BTC using a fiat currency. So there. Oh, someone said here Binance is the best. Yeah, it's. Oh, someone said here, can you show us how to use the Renko chart with BTC? Okay. Oh, yeah, I think I use one. What else? Oh, because normally when I scalp and swing, I use the candlestick because I can only use the Renko 1 day and above time. So that is a triple top on the Ethereum. What was the date of it? Oh, January 11. Oh, yes, that was yesterday. So let's try to. Oh, she said BTC, right? So let me just delete that. So anyway, so if you want to use a Renko chart, you can just go to the bar styles and then choose the Renko chart. And then after that, after you use that Renko chart, which is already there, yeah, it depends on your subscription. For basic subscription, oh, subscription, you can daily, weekly, and monthly time frames. But for TradingView users who have subscription, you can use the lower time frame. So for this one, yeah, actually I have no subscription, so I'll just use the daily time frame. So how to use this one? Renko has the or forms a bar at 45. I think this is 45 degrees more or less, because 90 is like L. So this is at 45 degrees. So if you put your cursor in each bar without the wick, so anyway, it also have the same candle parts, because the candle have wicks and of course the wick. So if you put your cursor in a bar or in a Renko bar, you can see that there is a height there or the plus sign there. As much as possible, put it in a bar that have no wicks or like this, or no, what's that, like something like a stick. So just the pure dot. So you can see that the height of each Renko bar is 3,316.13. Actually, it changes because it uses, I think, ATR. So you can just, anyway, for the settings, yeah, you can just use whatever settings you would like. But I open, high, low, close, and the ATR 14. So since the height is 3,316.53, so every time that it reaches that height, it will create a new a new bar. So in this area, it's not yet creating, because the blue dotted line here, this is the previous low or the previous close of the bar. This one, the 33,165.30. So actually, that's also one of the reasons that I go long, because this is the support that I'm looking at, the 33,165, and we're currently at 35,400, 744. The possible bullish Renko bar forming, because it need to pass this, the high of this or the close of this, which is the 36,481, for it to create a new bar, because actually it's a new bar here, which is the same height as there. However, if the downtrend continues, you must be seeing a possible bearish Renko bar forming here at 45 degrees, or actually at that area, or more or less. Normally, if it's forming, it's just a small until it will reach that, it will reach the more or less the high, the low of that. So we are not yet seeing any projected up bars or even projected down bars, because currently it's trading at this area, the 35,000 area, which is just within, oh, oh, which is just within this area. So if it, yeah, as what I mentioned, um, if it passed through this 36,481, it will create a bullish Renko bar there, and that will be possibly will be the reversal of this correction, if ever. However, if it continues to trend lower, you might be seeing a bearish bar in that. So anyway, and aside from that, that's how it formed. And of course, you can always use the support and resistance. So this is a resistance if it went or break at the previous, which it continues to trend higher. So as long as you are seeing a green candle, I mean candle or Renko bar, for me that's still a a a bullish one. And this one is, I think it's just a possible correction. So, but correction which is a very deep one. As long as I'm not seeing, normally no, for me I use two candles or two bars for me to say that, or even three candles or three bars to say that it's already a reversal. So for now, this for me it's still uptrend, and I'm considering it as a possible just normal correction. So there, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot show you the lower time frames. I can only show you the 1 day, weekly, and the monthly time frames. So yeah, and this is yeah, of course, that's the resistance, and of the, so the more bars, of course, the stronger it is. So resistance and then the support, and you can also um, always, you can also have trend lines here. Oh, trend lines. Oh no, trend lines. So there. Well, let me just delete this. Yeah, just the same on how you plot your support trend line. So there. So it's, for me, it's still within this uptrend channel. But if it will create another bearish Renko bar here, that's the time that I will be bearish. So there. I hope you understand it. And then Binance is the best to set appropriate stop losses. I always set it at 2% off, then I get stop out. Then the price trends back. How you set your stop loss? Normally, yeah, let me just share on how I trade. Let's use the 3 hours time frame, just a swing trades. Um, Candles, and then the 3 hours. Oh, I don't know if you're using indicator because normally for me I trade using the price action. See that it's, oh, let me just look at it because I'm trying to use the all patterns. There's no pattern yet. Anyway, because before I trade or enter the trade, I measure or calculate the possible risk and the possible reward. So how you will do that? Just look at, or depends on your strategy. Like for example, if you want to go long, then click on the long, and then if you want to go short, then click on short. So for those who have short at or at this area, so congratulations. Sorry. And then for those who have longs, then also congratulations. Congratulations also. Yeah, of course it depends on and your area. Just oh, I was looking at it. Before I make a transaction, normally I already plot whatever I use. Like for example, if I go long, what's my target? And if I go short, what's what's my TP area and what's my possible stop loss. So in this example, since my personal trade here is long, so I will measure that. Actually, my TP there is the previous highs. But I'm taking this one as a possible rejection area. This is just an example anyway. So I measured the ratio is more than 2 or at least 2, I enter the trade. If not, it's a no trade zone for me. And then yeah, you can just calculate the possible gain. If my TP hits at 38,600, for example, so will 1% times 100. Yeah, I'm using the maximum leverage normally. Or yeah, I'm using the cross leverage. So that will be around 1,200 if I use the 100 times leverage. However, if I got stop out at 32,000, I use the market stop. I don't choose limit stop because the cryptocurrencies are very volatile. No limit stop personally. So either trailing stop or market stop. So that's the it. And then if I got stop out at that 32,869, I know that I will possibly lose around 4.72%, or more or less that's 400% if I use the leverage. And then if ever that if this continues, or yeah, of course my position is if ever that continues, I'm changing my stop loss to above my entry price. Like for example, if I entered at 34,400, loss above that 34,000. We are currently at 35,600. So I can put my stop loss to 35,000. Normally I less 200 for me. Less 200 is 35,000, more or less 5,500 as market stop. So I'm also trailing the stop loss if I'm not using the market trailing stop. That's how I trade, so that at least I know that if ever the market reverses, I can only take a profit if I adjust it, if I adjust the stop loss. I already know that at the beginning, I could possibly lose around that for 4.72%. But if the trend are in favor with my position, I'm adjusting that so that at least I will only TP or realize gains at my TP area or around the 38,600 or TP at stop loss, which is only $200. So that's more or less 35,500 if ever. So that's how I trade. And yeah, this is just a 50% normally because I have two TPs. Uh, if this break out the 38,600, another TP on 41,000 or close to 42,000. And then same here, if the trend continues to trend higher or go higher, like for example in this one, if it's already at that proof, oh, maybe possibly you contact the support of Binance there if it takes longer to register. Then thank you very much. Nice manok. Wow, what's that? Nice manok. Oh, we have a lot of chickens. We have hens and roosters and some others. We have a mini zoo here. We have dogs, cats, and then we also have birds, doves, of course the chickens, the rooster, and we also have a duck and yeah, and some fish. We have the Japanese one, the I think what's that called? The orange one and the one that is white. It's not. I think it's not a goldfish. Oh, yeah, koi fish. Do you put stop loss and TP price when you place a trade? Yeah, of course. As trader, I normally put. I always put TP area and stop loss, so that at least I can, yeah, just chill and relax. What exchange do you use to trade cryptos and stocks? Oh, most of my trades are just crypto. US stocks. I trade stocks, but the Philippine stocks. I don't trade global stocks at the moment. Else can you follow your activity? Koi. Oh, yeah, that's the koi fish. I remember. Thanks for that. And yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. I hope, yeah, we'll just try to rewatch this because I know I'm disconnecting at the early part of the stream. Yeah, you can follow me. Yeah, here, always here, and I think you can just see my profile here. So if you have questions, then feel free to ask. Else, I will end this stream. So I think that's it. Mm, oh yeah, I'll just want to share this one because someone offers me a job, a cryptocurrency job, and I decline it because yeah, on one of my trades that is 1.21 ETH, so that's more than the offer that his more than his offer. So I'll just rather stay at home and trade. So I think that's it, guys. If you have no other questions, then see you again next time. Bye, guys. See you again next time. Happy trading, everyone. So let's get back to trade and oh, Yeah, I think I need to monitor this one. Next candle. So anyway, let me also add, if you want to see all candlestick patterns, you can also click on the patterns. That's a possible doji and I don't like it. Possible 50-50, it can continue, or since this is an uptrend, possibly go down. So how you can add these all patterns? I think where is it? Where is that? Indicators and strategies, and then candlestick patterns. Candlestick patterns. So you can immediately while it is forming, and then you can just click that, and some explanation will appear. So there you go, guys. I think that's it, and let's get back to trading. Bye, guys.